Hormones are one of those things everybody's heard of, but almost no one can actually explain. They sound mysterious, dramatic, and vaguely responsible for at least half your problems. But at their core, hormones are simply chemical instructions, tiny messages floating through your bloodstream that tell different parts of your body what to do, when to do it, and how intensely. Think of your body like a huge city that never sleeps. Each organ is its own district doing its job, but none of them can shout across the street. Hormones are the messengers, quiet, fast, and very powerful. And today, we're meeting some of the biggest names in that system. Let's start with cortisol, the one that gets blamed for everything from anxiety to belly fat. Cortisol is your body's built-in alarm system. It rises when you wake up, helping you feel alert, and it spikes when your brain thinks something stressful is happening. And stressful to your brain can mean anything from bear chasing me to phone buzzing for no reason. Cortisol's not trying to ruin your life. Its job is to get you ready to respond. More energy, sharper focus, faster reactions. Problems happen when the alarm stays on too long. Your body wasn't built for a 24/7 emergency, but modern life, kind of is one. Now shift into noradrenaline, sometimes called norepinephrine. If cortisol is the alarm, noradrenaline is the action. This hormone snaps your body into go mode. Faster heartbeat, more oxygen, quicker decisions. It's the reason your brain can suddenly focus like a laser when something surprising happens. It's also the reason your hands shake a little after a shock. Noradrenaline is your body stepping on the gas. While we're in the stress response world, let's jump to something completely different, insulin. Insulin is the gatekeeper of your blood sugar. When you eat anything with carbs, bread, fruit, pasta, your body breaks it down into glucose. Insulin steps in, grabs that glucose, and delivers it to your cells so they can use it for energy. Without insulin, sugar builds up in your blood instead of getting used. With too much insulin, your cells store more energy than they need. It's a balancing act that never stops. Right next door to that system is your thyroid, and the hormones it releases, T3 and T4. These are your metabolic speed settings. Too much thyroid hormone and everything speeds up. Faster heartbeat, weight loss, jittery energy. Too little, and you get the opposite: fatigue, coldness, slow digestion, brain fog. These hormones aren't dramatic, they're quietly in charge of the background pace of almost everything you do. Moving up to growth and development, we've got growth hormone. Despite the name, this hormone doesn't only matter when you're a kid. Yes, it helps you grow taller, but it also repairs tissue, builds muscle, and keeps your metabolism functioning smoothly throughout your entire life. Think of it as your body's night shift repair crew. Active during sleep, patching things up, keeping things running. Speaking of sleep, let's talk about melatonin. Melatonin is basically your body's bedtime notification. As the sun goes down and the world gets darker, melatonin rises. It doesn't knock you out, but it tells your body to wind down. Screens, bright lights, and chaotic schedules can mess with it, which is why staring at your phone at midnight is basically sending melatonin mixed signals. Now for the brain chemistry duo most people hear about but often misunderstand: serotonin and dopamine. Start with serotonin. This hormone is your stability signal, calmness, contentment, emotional steadiness. It doesn't create excitement, it creates balance. Serotonin keeps your mood from swinging too hard, helps regulate appetite, and even affects digestion. You feel okay, steady, or safe because serotonin is doing its job quietly in the background. Dopamine, on the other hand, that's your motivation spark. Dopamine rises when you anticipate something rewarding. It pushes you to act, study, scroll, chase goals, chase snacks, whatever your brain thinks is worth the effort. Serotonin is peace, dopamine is drive. Without enough dopamine, everything feels pointless. With too much, everything feels irresistibly important. Now we shift into the sex hormones, the ones that shape development, mood, energy, and a surprising number of everyday experiences. Start with estrogen. Estrogen is largely known for its role in female development, but it also affects the brain, bones, skin, and even the cardiovascular system. It increases serotonin activity, influences mood, regulates the menstrual cycle, and keeps multiple systems functioning smoothly. When estrogen rises and falls, you feel it, physically and emotionally. Next is progesterone, which often gets overshadowed but is just as important. Progesterone is like the steady the ship hormone. It prepares the body for pregnancy, supports healthy cycles, and creates a sense of calm. People often describe progesterone's influence as grounding. When its levels drop suddenly, mood changes can follow quickly. Then there's testosterone, present in everyone, just at different levels. Testosterone increases muscle mass, boosts energy, sharpens motivation, and influences sex drive. It's also involved in red blood cell production and overall vitality. Switching gears again, we have oxytocin, the connection hormone. Oxytocin rises during affection, bonding, trust building, and touch. It's released during childbirth, breastfeeding, hugging, and even during eye contact. It doesn't cause love, it amplifies the feeling of connection that's already there. Oxytocin is your body reinforcing social bonds. And lastly, ADH, Antidiuretic Hormone, also known as vasopressin. This is your water balance manager. When you're dehydrated, ADH tells your kidneys to hold on to water. When you're hydrated, it relaxes and lets your body release more. ADH keeps your blood pressure stable and your fluids in check. Without it, your body would constantly lose water, leaving you exhausted and dehydrated. So what ties all of these together? Each hormone is just one message among hundreds. They don't act alone. They interact, influence each other, and shift based on everything from light to stress to what you ate 3 hours ago. Hormones aren't trying to control you, they're trying to coordinate a system that's unbelievably complex, constantly changing, and somehow still keeps you alive every second of every day. These are just the major players. There are dozens more, each with its own story. But even knowing these gives you a clearer picture of the hidden conversations happening inside your body, quiet messages, constant adjustments, and a chemical conversation you're not aware of but depend on for absolutely everything.